So today we are going to start with the chapter number 2, business services. Now you know what we mean by business. Business is the regular activity of production and distribution of goods and services. Now to carry on the production and distribution of goods and services, services plays very important role, because without services the business is incomplete. So what are the types of services? There are 5 types of services, that is banking, warehousing, insurance, communication and transport. One of the important business service which we are going to study today is about warehousing. Warehousing is not the service, but it is the whole process or activity to store the goods at a one particular place. That place is called as a godown or warehouse. So warehousing is the activity or the process to store the goods at a one particular place. That place is called as a warehouse. Following are the need and importance of warehousing. Number 1, storage of goods. Now why the goods are to be stored? The goods are to be stored because that goods have been converted from raw material into finished goods. So till the goods are demanded, the goods are required to be stored in proper condition. So first and important function of warehousing is storage of goods. Second is protection of goods. Now some of the goods are seasonal or some of the goods are perishable in nature. So all those goods are required to be protected from the heat, sun, wind, dust, etc. So that the owner of the godown or owner of the goods can preserve the goods for the longer period of time. Third and most important function of warehousing is the finance. Now whenever the owner of the goods in need of money, he can keep the warehouse keeper's warrant or receipt. Now what is that warehouse keeper's warrant or receipt? It is the receipt which is issued by the owner of the warehouse to the owner of the goods. So whenever the owner of the goods are in need of money, he can keep the warrant with the bank and can take the loan from the bank. And thereby the bank provides against the mortgage of goods in the warehouse money to the owner of the goods. The fourth and most important function of the warehousing is place utility. Now there is a place gap between the place of production and place of distribution. Now what is the place of production? The production takes place in the factory. And where is the place of consumption? The consumption takes place in the market or the consumer's place. So there is a place gap between the production place and consumption place. That can be helped or that can be sorted out with the help of storing the goods in godown. The fifth function of warehousing is time utility. Now again, in case of seasonal goods, such goods are produced in a particular season or in an off season. So there is a time gap between the time of the production and time of consumption. So that can be reduced with the help of storing the goods in the godown. And last and most important function includes BGP, that is branding, grading and packing. Now what do you mean by brand? That is deciding the sign, symbol, color or name of a particular product. Now how to identify the products which is available in market is with the help of brand. After branding, the warehouse keeper or owner of the goods will decide about the grade of the commodity, whether it is A grade, B grade, A plus, B plus, etc. And after deciding the grade, the packing or wrapping of goods are required, that is to transport the goods to the marketplace. So this is how the warehousing is important activity as a part of business services.